sibling between two brothers. My older brother Scott was a Boy Scout and eventually became an Eagle Scout, while my younger brother quit later on. For some reason, my parents never made me join the Scouts, which always made me jealous, especially when I watched Scott preparing for camping trips. One night when I was around 7 or 8 years old, Scott and I decided to recreate a camping trip in our backyard. Our yard was huge and surrounded by trees, which made it feel like real wilderness. Our parents helped us set up a tent and even lit the fire pit so we could roast marshmallows. After our little brother went inside, Scott and I climbed into the tent with our sleeping bags and played games on our Game Boy SPs until we got sleep. Sometime later that night, I woke up and realized Scott was gone. His sleeping bag was empty, and I assumed he had gone inside because he couldn't sleep. I decided to leave the tent too, but before stepping out, I peeked outside. That's when I saw a grown man sitting by the fire pit in the darkness, staring straight at the tent. Terrified, I zipped the tent shut and hid inside my sleeping bag. Moments later, I saw his shadow move beside the tent, and the zipper slowly began sliding downward through a small gap near the bottom of the tent. I saw a single eye staring directly at me. I was completely frozen until the zipper moved again and I finally screamed. The man immediately ran away as my dad rushed outside and turned on the porch light. The police were called, but they never found him. A few weeks later, something happened that made the whole situation even more terrifying. During recess at my Catholic school, I was standing near the fence with some other kids when a man on the other side called out to me. He asked for directions, and when I said I didn't know, he suddenly said my name. My heart dropped instantly. I lied and said it wasn't my name, but he smiled and asked if I remembered him. I ran to one of the teachers and pointed toward the fence, but the man had already disappeared. I was convinced it was the same man from my backyard, and my parents were extremely worried for weeks afterward. Years later, after moving out and buying my own house near Salem, Oregon, I experienced two more disturbing incidents. One happened when I went to buy furniture from a Facebook marketplace seller whose coastal mansion appeared empty until I suddenly noticed multiple people standing motionless and smiling at every window, forcing me to quickly leave the property. The second happened during a pool party at my parents' house in Pennsylvania. Late that night, after everyone left, I woke up to the sound of someone swimming in the pool. A tall stranger climbed out, walked straight into the house, and slowly came upstairs to my bedroom. He tried the door handle several times before knocking and calmly telling me to open it. I told him the police were on the way, and after a long pause, he quietly walked away and left the house, leaving behind nothing but a trail of water leading from the pool all the way to my bedroom door.